So the $1 million question right now is if the stock market sell off, crash, whatever you want to call it, if it's going to get worse. And guys, markets are red right now and the charts aren't favoring the bulls at all. So we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. Am I shorting the market? Am I buying stocks? And later in the video, we'll break down some stocks and some other charts that I'm looking at. So guys, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and you might as well snag up your free stocks for a moo up to 15 stocks with at least a $100 deposit, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, you have to use that link or go to StockSurfS.com/moo. That's down below and pinned in the description box or the comment section, whatever the heck it's called. And now let's dive right into the video. So it's currently about noon on the East Coast, actually about 7:30 here p.m. where I'm at in Greece, which I only have a couple more days here in Greece, guys, and I'll be back to the studio, which, to be honest, I'm freaking pumped for that, guys, back to the regular program. But as of now, the markets are slipping. All indexes are in the red. The Russell's down 1.2%, Dow's down 0.9%, S&P's down 0.4%, and the Nasdaq's down about 0.25%, with the VIX up over 4%. So the VIX is actually a bit elevated right now, as it has been the last couple of days after hitting about 14, 15 points. Now the VIX is back over 20 points, and SPY is looking like it's getting rejected at the highs from yesterday, which we hit, it looks like, an intraday high at about $547 per share, and we hit roughly $548 this morning. And now in the last 30 minutes of trading, we've dumped like a brick here, guys, from 547 down to about 543. And to me, guys, I don't know about you, but to me, it looks like the downtrend here is continuing, right? Does it not? Clear lower highs are being made. We hit about 553 on the 5th of September, 551 on the 6th of September, and now another lower high as of this morning was put in at 548 here on SPY. And I got a what the heck is this? A freaking eyelash. Why did I say sun? An eyelash in my eye. Either way, downtrend is continuing here on SPY on this time frame, and it's probably the same on Triple Q. Let me pull this up and show you guys. Yeah, clear as day. Lower highs are being put in. We just hit 457 this morning. 2 trading days ago, we hit 461. The day before that, 465, right? So it's obvious that the bears are still in charge here. And as you pull the layers back even more on the 20-day 1-hour chart on Triple Q, obviously we're still in a downtrend. We have a death cross intact. Same thing here on SPY. Let me pull it up and show you guys death cross and clear play right now. And, it's not doing anything. The bulls aren't doing anything to prove me otherwise here, at least as of now. And if you notice on SPY, a clear double top is in effect, which we've covered before on different videos, but it keeps getting worse, man. The bulls are nowhere to be found in the short term right now. So we hit 565 mid-July, and we've struggled to break out of 565 again pretty much all throughout the end of August, early September, and we've been dumping like a brick here, right? Pretty obvious on SPY. And Triple Q, we actually don't have a double top on the 4-hour chart, but it's still just as ugly, man. We're making clear lower highs, and we're still on this channel, which it could be coming down even further. If things get really ugly, Triple Q could go down to 420, 425, maybe 430, in that ballpark, right? So what do you guys think? I'm actually very curious. If you look at the Dow does not look that bad. It actually looks pretty good on the charts here. We're only about 1,000 points off the all-time highs. Dow looks really good. So this is an exception here. We're above both moving averages. Dow's been crushing it because what? Why? Well, people have been flooding out of the tech stocks into the more safe, quote unquote, no stocks really safe, fully at least, but into the more, I guess, predictable, safe value stocks, if you will, that are in the Dow Jones. So that's why the Dow has been holding up, and the Russell also looks decent, but a clear double top or lower highs, I guess, whatever you want to call it. We're seeing lower highs being made, although we are still fighting to hold an uptrend, right? You guys see higher lows are still holding, but we do have clear resistance on the Russell at about 2250, 2300 points, right? So it all comes down to CPI and unemployment claims along with PPI this week, which we covered in my video yesterday. I believe the headline number for CPI on the yearly number is projected at 2.6. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And I believe last month it was around 2.8, 2.9. So CPI, if you believe it, which I fully don't believe that number, or I don't believe it fully, rather, but it's coming down. It's coming down, which I guess the Fed has done a good job. Let's be honest here. But who knows if inflation is really done quite yet. A lot of people are like, when the Fed starts cutting rates, pumping the money into the economy again, stimulus, whatever you want to call it, inflation is going to kick up again, which hopefully it doesn't. But in the grand scheme of things, it goes in cycles, right? We see inflation, it comes down, it's going to creep up again ultimately. But yeah, that's kind of how we're looking right now, guys. SPY and Triple Q are not looking good. The Dow and the Russell, decent, especially the Dow. It's looking pretty good. But tech, no doubt, is suffering right now in the short term, although we do have Google in the green somehow, holding for dear life above $150 per share, up around 0.5% on the day, which for me, guys, Google is a big stock in my portfolio. I'm like, bring it on. I'm down to buy more. Why not? It's down $40 per share right now, or about 22%. It's officially in a bear market. I'm like, bring it on, man. I'll buy more Google if it comes down to the low hundreds. Why not? That's the way I'm looking at it, right? And let's see what else is moving today, guys. Nvidia's down a little bit. Looks like Apple's slightly down, which I know they just launched, or not launched, but announced, or maybe launched. I'm so out of the loop here, guys. I've been on vacation too freaking long, let's be honest. But yeah, the new iPhone's coming out. We'll see how that goes for Apple. Let's see what else. Palantir's taking a bit of a breather today, which I think it hit 50, or not 50. Jeez, imagine if it hit 50, guys. I think it hit $35 per share earlier today, which was a nice big move for PLTR. Now it's coming down, taking a bit of a breather, down about 3.5% to 4% from the highs today. But the fact that it hit 35, we took the highs out from yesterday. That's very good news for the bulls overall. But yeah, either way, guys, I'm still long. I'm investing. I'm buying stocks. And I don't care what the markets do in the short term, because in the long term, looking at data, I know what they're going to do, right? I know what the markets are going to do. Maybe not so much every individual stock. There's obviously more risk if you're buying, let's say, Palantir versus VOO or something, the S&P 500. But if you put your eggs in the right baskets, you know what risk and reward is, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. If you do your research, you buy the right stocks, the right ETFs, you're going to be okay. In the long term, this is just a blip in the road. So I'm buying stocks. I'm buying ETFs. You guys know me. I'm always a net buyer in the stock market for the most part. Sure, there could be a month where I sell more stocks than I buy, or I take more profits, or do this or do that. But for the most part, I'm very long and strong in the markets, and I'm sure a lot of you are as well, and I'm curious where your head's at. Let me know in the comments down below. Run the likes up. Make sure to subscribe, and you might as well get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo with at least a $100 deposit. Use that link down below, or go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, That's unheard of. Again, use that link or go to StyleSurfFest.com/Moo and I'll catch you guys in the next video, whenever that is.